I got Yuli Gurriel as the next one on the list for top free agents remaining. And this one's interesting to me because he struggled last year. He had a negative WAR, 0.3, only 8 home runs, 242 batting average. He really did struggle offensively. He's getting older, though. He's in his age 38 season. He's going to be 39 in 2023 season. But you know that there's still something there. You've seen it before. There was a lot of talks that he was going to be playing with the Miami Marlins. It seems like that fell through. It looks like the discussions halted there. I really liked the idea of him playing with the Marlins. I thought that fit pretty well. What's your thoughts on Gurriel, and where do you think he could go or where he could land?
Yeah, he's an interesting one, right? Because he's always been like quietly a really good bat. Obviously, his 2019 season where he hit 31 home runs is a bit of an outlier in that regard, just from a PowerPoint perspective. Not PowerPoint, but from a power perspective. Nobody uses PowerPoint anymore. Sorry, Microsoft. But that bat has kind of, last year was a big decline for that. And he's projected to be league average, anywhere from 86 weighted runs created plus up to like 111. So, in the ballpark of league average. But I think the other thing that we shouldn't discount is the experience that he brings playing with the Astros. I mean, if you're looking for a guy who is going to come in and maybe mentor some younger players at 38 years old, I think that's part of the package. I think you have to look for. You can't go wrong with a guy who has played an integral part in a team like the Astros. You can't go wrong, right? Because the experience that he's gained there has to be worth quite a bit for depending on the team and how young that team is. So that's why I kind of looked around, and Miami made sense to me, but I'm going to go a little bit different here because I chose a team that could use a professional hitter and who may be interested in trying to see if they have an outside shot at a wild card spot and maybe could use that one, not big splash, but a solid kind of move. And I landed on the Chicago Cubs. That was something that I didn't really expect. I just kind of, you look around the league and you're like, okay, well, they're not going to run away with the division, but they are much better than they were last year, right? So I wonder if there's room there. And, when you look at first base right now, Eric Hosmer is penciled in there. I mean, that's not a guarantee. Right, Trey Mancini. I think what you're looking at there is maybe more DH time. So maybe first base has some reps for a guy like Yuli Gurriel who can maybe help them sneak into a playoff spot.
I like that. Interesting. And just having more defensive help as well, it could be something. I know he was pretty atrocious on both sides of the baseball last year, but this was a guy who won a Golden Glove in 2021. So we also got to keep that in mind. So yeah, I can see that. Chicago Cubs, interesting.